Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. A rather slow day. We see a little bit of upside just now on the Bitcoin chart. Obviously the altcoins are moving with it a little bit, but it's really nothing that would be a game changer or anything that would change the outlook at the moment. So the market is still moving within the current range. And we are now developing here a nice three-wave move to the upside. Okay, that could be wave B or D, in both wave counts possible. That we just rally here in a corrective structure. Gonna zoom in, take a look at that in a minute. First of all, for everybody who's new on this channel, Happy New Year. And then also, if you're interested in the daily chart, take a look at my previous video from today, in which we discussed the daily chart. Scenario here on the 4-hour chart, still unchanged. We're still watching here basically for off the 11th of September low for a 1-2, wave 3, wave 4. Would like to get one more wave 5 towards 50k plus. Okay, so that's our base case. This scenario is going to be my main scenario as long as the $34,070 level is holding. Maybe we get a little bit more of a pullback, but at the moment the market is just very, very hesitant to go down. We've seen something like that already end of October, which then caused us to say that, right, maybe we get the breakout more directly, and then the breakout actually indeed happened. So we have to listen to these scenarios and to listen to these, not only to the scenarios, but to the signals the market gives us. So, but yeah, I mean, I shared that with you already, that of course a direct breakout to the upside is possible without a deeper pullback. The longer such a correction takes, like sideways movement, the more correction actually takes place, right? Because correcting, such a counter trend move can basically correct the previous price action, which is the trending move. Trend is up, by moving down or by just moving sideways, basically. And it, if such a correction takes place over several weeks, it might be enough to correct the entire price already, right? So again, what are the scenarios? So as I said, as long as we're holding $34,070, another high is expected. It hasn't done enough yet to confirm that a low is in. In fact, with a structure like that, which looks rather incomplete at this stage, we have to wait for further signals to confirm a breakout or to confirm that a low is in. Until then, I'd like to see another low or at least a completed triangle. What are the options? There is a short-term bearish scenario, which is here the yellow one, A wave, B wave, C wave down. And in this scenario, we are now in the C wave. The C wave, however, doesn't really develop in an impulsive fashion. So it is at best a diagonal pattern. And it looked already as if we were coming down, but Bitcoin doesn't really want to. So already shared with you last year, that we might see another reset of wave B or something. So just be prepared for that, okay? So that means it's certainly not the time to really short this stuff, because we have to always consider these whipsaw movements. At the moment, my idea would be in the yellow count that this here is a wave 1, this is a wave 2. We're now moving down in this wave 3, which would have to be an ABC structure. So A wave, now the rally is a B wave, ABC, and then we could come down in a C wave next. This is still my preferred scenario. I would have to change that if the price breaks above the wave 2 high at $43,800. Okay, because then the price breaks above the wave 2 high, and I would have to look at, okay, what are the other options? So that means as long as the price stays below the wave 2 high, the yellow count is valid. It will, of course, get challenged more and more the closer we get. Now, in addition to that, we've got a trend line here that the market is about to test. So that could lead to a rejection. We'll see. If we get a break above the trend line and take out that wave 2 high, then it takes us to the next scenario. What could then play out? Well, then we have this Elliott Wave triangle as an A, B, C, D, E structure, which, to be honest, is also getting filled in beautifully. Yeah, we've been talking about that triangle also for the last week or so, or last couple of weeks even, but I explained to you that we don't have enough waves yet to really label it. But now with the symptoms, the way the chart behaves, we see obviously that there is lower and lower volatility and lower volume, well, that's the characteristic of a triangle. So for me, one more low, a higher low would be needed, and this triangle could complete, and then we could see a rally to the upside. Okay, that's the other option. So basically this is a direct breakout scenario in which, however, one more higher low is actually missing. But this scenario is only valid as long as the price stays below $44,440, $450, this swing high that was made on the 22nd of December. This is at the same time then the breakout point, because if we get a sustained break above that level, then we're dealing with a direct breakout. That would be possible, but it would have to be a diagonal pattern. And until here, this could just be a reset of the B wave higher. Do you see what the problem is with this chart? So when we try to understand the microstructure, it does look incomplete. A breakout would need further clarification because I need to see all 5 waves up to confirm it. Then we get the 3-wave pullback, and you know how it works out. So basically, it all comes down to a couple of levels. Can we break above that wave 2 high there? And that's at 43,820. So a break above that level will make the yellow count invalid as it is. Yeah. Then we can look at the triangle, but if we break above the green line, we might be in a breakout. But it could also be a high B wave, which is common in a wave 4. So that's just to explain the chop, okay, the shorter time frame. That is not really to be seen as predictive or anything. This is just trying to understand the microstructure. What is really important is that it's clear that we are watching for another high to 50K plus, as long as the $34,070 level, $34,070 level is holding. And everything between now and where the support is just noise. We need to see that clear breakout pattern, which to confirm it, okay? Until then, we just have to be patient, basically. So trend is up, okay? There's no risk in my, well, I shouldn't say no risk. There is limited risk at the moment of breaking below $34,070 because we're not even close to that level. Price can't even get close. I would still like to see that C wave down, and we just need to see how the price now reacts to that descending trend line, the wave 2 high and the wave B high. At least that gives you a good understanding of the microstructures in this wave 4 correction, because looking at the bigger picture, really nothing has changed. So everybody should know that we're watching a support area there. As long as that's holding, we're waiting just for the price basically to break out to the upside in a wave 5. That's from a bigger picture point of view. Yeah, we're just waiting for that 5th wave rally to happen. But what it could be when we zoom into the short term is this C wave down. But if the C wave is playing out or not is now very much dependent on, you know, are these levels holding or not. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.